Las Vegas scene is competitive in many ways because people don't realize it's such a small town, and I say it's like high school, you know? And there's only so many gigs and shifts to get. And there's way more DJs than there is more shifts. So competitive, yes, absolutely, because it's one of the top cities in the world for entertainment. So you have to be the best of the best in a way, or at least know your craft.
Las Vegas is one of the entertainment capitals of the world. Every night DJs are playing clubs, lounges, casinos, private events, and parties all across the city. But what does it actually take to become part of the Las Vegas DJ scene? Do you need an agency to get your foot in the door? Is it about who you know? Or can you come to Vegas, build relationships, and create your own opportunities? We talk to DJs who actually are working in the city to find out. What does it really take to break into the Las Vegas DJ scene on this episode of What is a DJ?
So if you do come to Vegas and you want to get on in whatever niche or DJing that you do, this is a tough one because the Strip and the rest of Vegas are two different countries. Not cities, but countries. So if you want to do the Strip, you are going to have to network up and down the Strip every night. You probably will need to actually live on the Strip because that's how much networking you will have to do. You're going to meet some crazy people. You're going to meet some amazingly talented people. You might be standing next to Tiesto and not even know it in the booth or whatever. It's amazing. But if you want to do the Strip, that's one lane. However, the whole rest of the city is wide open because the whole rest of the city wants the same things. They just want it in their backyard instead.
Almost to at this point, it is who you know, of course. It's not the same as like when you would turn in a demo and hope the manager would hear it and like what you're doing. Connections, marketing network, and unfortunately in our day, it's also like how you sell yourself. I hate to say Instagram numbers because I hated that whole aspect, but I feel like the whole thing with having a lot of followers, that shouldn't matter. You think it wouldn't matter? Because especially for I'm gonna say our more seasoned generation or older generation, some of us maybe don't have that social media following, but doesn't mean we're not just as good.
Does a DJ need to be affiliated with an agency? I'll say this about that as I say it about the actual artistic craft. There's no rules. Yes and no. I mean, yes, it can work with. Sometimes, depends who you are. Depends what you got going for you. I don't think you need any, an agent. But if you're the kind of person, or if your skill set or your level is such that an agent will help you, then you need an agent. Some DJs can't be represented. They do the best job representing themselves. If that's you, then an agent will be just a step backwards. So go out there and get it, and go get it, and sell your skills and sell yourself. So it depends who the DJ is,
To succeed out in Vegas, I believe you need a mix of both talent and knowing people. It's relationships, absolutely. I always stress that because a relationship is so important because they get to know who you are. Instead of being just another number, another DJ, another Twitch, Instagram, well, I guess Twitch, Instagram, any of the social media platforms, and you have all these followers, but that was just one way you just gained, a viral moment, or there's so many people just follow you. But yes, I think there's a mix of both because your followers could get you in the room, but your talent will keep you there. Your followers will not keep you in the room.
I think you need multiple skills. Marketing, like I said, networking, knowing the right person. Of course, skill. You got to be a good DJ, know what to play, when to play it. But there are so many amazing DJs who are not getting booked because there's just so many. So the way I think, outside that of mind, like I said, if you're off, I used to visit Burst all the time and watch him spin, learn the room, if ever the opportunity came for me to spin with him. And that's exactly what happened, and I knew what to do already.
When I first moved here in Las Vegas, working with an agency definitely helps, but I think now in today's day and age where a lot of the corporate entities work with these agencies who have a whole lineup of DJs. They like going with those agencies because if, say, one guy comes off, takes off, we already have another one that could fill in the places. But 10, 15 years ago when I was here, I was able to gain these relationships with these talent buyers and these marketing managers where they were more on a one-to-one basis. But now there's just so many venues opening now or opened that these guys need to deal with agencies because there's multiple venues that need to facilitate different venues, different kinds of DJs, different kinds of vibes. So yes, definitely an agency would be 100% recommended to be successful in Las Vegas today.
As far as Vegas, I would say, first of all, and I think this goes for every city, be humble. Don't be let your skills show. Showcase your skills, be humble. And there's no such thing as the word no. And I learned that the hard way when I first moved here when I was working with Nabisco. Small story, Greg gave me a gig, I couldn't do it. And then the next day we discussed it and he said, moving forward, do not, unless it's a family emergency or somebody is sick, you don't say no.
Spend enough time behind the turntables and you're gonna have some stories. It might be an unforgettable night, a packed dance floor, meeting one of your favorite artists, or looking up from the DJ booth and seeing someone you've never expected. And in Las Vegas, you never know who might walk through the door. So we asked the DJs, what's one moment from DJing that you'll never forget?
The one memorable gig throughout my history here in Las Vegas, I would say is when I performed for Dana White, which it's been twice already in this town. And he's just such a big music lover, and shout out to Dana White. He's such a great music lover, and like his selections are definitely around my alley. Like a lot of nice 80s stuff, Prince, Michael Jackson. And I'm like, everything he was requesting, I was gonna play anyways. And he was just giving me stacks of $100 bills.
Wow. My most memorable gig, this is a cop-out answer, but I gotta say all of them because there's always something special about any of them, just with the electricity here, just with the energy here.
I do have one really bad story though, like not a bad one, but I was DJing at H&M at Caesar's Palace, like a store, and somebody comes up to me, he's like, hey, you're doing a great job. And then of course I'm like, I gotta get back to work, and he goes, I go, thank you. I go, you DJ too? He goes, yeah, I DJ too. And then he puts his hand out, he's like, my name is DJ Flash. And it didn't click to me that was Grandmaster Flash. Because I'm like, DJ Flash, right? And then he walks away and I was like, going back to work, I'm like, wait a minute. And I like, this Grandmaster Flash like a dum-dum and not even me like respect. And like I felt so dumb. And then years later on Twitch, I saw him, I'm like, oh, so that's what he does really look like. But that was in 2014. 2014, I was doing a store and it didn't click. Like, I think I just met Grandmaster Flash and he complimented me at an H&M store. And I was
back in the day, I used to DJ at Eye Candy at Mandalay Bay, and Charles Barkley showed up. Just popped up behind me, was just bobbing his head and didn't even request anything, was just vibing, and I thought it was cool.
The Kardashians used to come out, Kim and all that, Kanye, Jay-Z, Busta, Usher, Kevin Hart. It's Vegas, everybody comes, like Kansas City Chiefs came in after winning the Super Bowl. Like, you just don't know who will come in, whatever's happening during that time, but absolutely. I used to open for a lot of the old school, artists. So that was cool. Like Jermaine Dupri, I used to open up for him. Like, I've opened up for Lil Jon. I've opened up for just so many. Because, Vegas, again, everybody wants to be in Vegas, even celebrities.
DJ equipment has changed a lot over the years, from vinyl and turntables to CDs, controllers, laptops, and today's technology. Every generation has added something to the DJ culture. But as technology changes, it's important that we don't forget where it all came from. That's where Slammin Sam's DJ Museum comes in. We sat down with Sam to take a look at the museum and talk about why preserving DJ history matters.
Here in Vegas, we have so many museums. We have the Punk Rock Museum, which was open a few years ago. Then you have the mainstays like the Mob Museum, Neon Museum, Haunted Museum. Every museum under the planet's here in Vegas. I thought to myself, why not do a DJ museum? So I went ahead and checked on the trademark, saw that it was available, and went after that trademark and was able to lock it down after so much hard work trying to lock down the trademark. When did I realize that the DJ culture wanted to have a permanent home for its history? Well, I think it's well deserved because obviously we need to have the preservation of the history at some point, place where people could come, the general public could check out and learn and understand how the whole origins of the DJ world happened. And to me, what greater place than Las Vegas, because everyone comes here for everything, whether it's watching a Bruno Mars concert or to gamble. Why not go check out the DJ Museum while you're here? Is there one piece here at the DJ Museum that means the most to me? Well, I don't want to point out a specific one, but we do have the Randix boombox, which is a boombox with a vinyl player in it. And to me, that stands out to being a very much a visitor favorite that everyone is wowed over. So we're very proud about that particular piece. But overall, there's always a unique piece that I connect with in some personal way, and that particular piece could be from any type of plaque that we have or a vinyl record that's so rare that I'm proud to have here in the museum. How difficult was it to obtain all the artifacts and memorabilia? It was quite a challenge because obviously you got to have enough to fill a museum exhibit. But at the same time, I have a lot of good friends in the industry that was able to contribute and add on to the existing exhibit artifacts that I had in storage. I would say if you wanted to break down percentages, I probably contributed about 40% and 60% was from other DJs and other resources that said, hey, Sam, go ahead and put this in the DJ museum. What would I like younger DJs to take away once they go through the museum? I would say just being able to be very much well aware of their past when it comes down to DJing. Obviously, we're in a technology age where everything is advanced. You could DJ your uncle's party off your phone really easily. However, how did it get to that point? And I think the museum really does a good job of showcasing that history and also educating you as far as how things developed throughout the years and leading you to the existing tech that we have today. It does a really good job about that.
From breaking into the Las Vegas scene to unforgettable moments behind the decks to preserving the history of DJ culture, Vegas has showed us once again that there's no single way to define what a DJ is. Every DJ has a different path, a different story, a different reason why they got behind the decks. And that's what this series is all about, meeting the people behind the music and hearing their stories in their own words. Until next time, what is a DJ?
The Addicted to Vinyl unisex tee is more than a shirt. It's a commitment to the culture. Created by Derek B. of Sick Mix, this collab with Beats for Hope reps the magazine for DJs by DJs and celebrates the people who keep real music alive. If you love the craft, the grind, and the history, this is how you show it.
Every purchase supports the Sharkey's Family nonprofit, and they feed people during the holidays in Vallejo, California. Rep the roots, support the culture, give back with purpose.
Available now at beatsforhope.org.